a very quick video to show you how I did the hidden Mickey water droplet. And let's not waste any more time. Let's go right to it. Let me show you how I did this. Okay, well, thank you for all of the nice comments and all of the interest in how to paint a watercolor hidden Mickey water droplet. So, I'm going to do it real big, make it real easy. So, Mickey, the hidden Mickeys are just basically 3 circles. So we're just going to use one color and do the shape of the Mickey Mouse logo, which might not be exact, I don't know, but it's good enough for me. And it's a hidden Mickey. Now what you want to do is you want to make a background color. If you remember on the one I did with the pumpkin, I first had the background color of the orange from the pumpkin. So I'm going to I'm using blue and I'm making it very large so you can very easily see it. But usually water droplets would be small, obviously, right? So let's just have some fun here and spread this out. Just kind of a light blue or a light color. It doesn't have to be blue, doesn't have to be orange, whatever color it is that you're painting the hidden Mickey on. I would start out with a very light version of that color. You can always darken it later. Okay, just so you kind of have that in mind. And just spread it out as much as you can, because that's how you lighten watercolor. You don't add white to it, not normally. Sometimes you might, there might be exceptions to that. But mostly you just want to water it down, let the white from the paper shine through. Okay. So let me spread this a little bit more. And then I'll get the big brush and kind of fill up the whole page with it. Just get that blue everywhere. And then we'll have to let it dry. Of course. Gotta let it dry after you put this down. So the first step, now this could be anything. This could be the surface of a table. It could be the surface of a pumpkin, like I did on that one picture. It could be anything, really. It could be a leaf. That's a nice idea. Take like a leaf, like a green leaf. You know how you have water droplets that form on leaves. So take a green leaf, and so this, instead of being blue, would be green. All right, now we got our template ready. I guess you would call it a template, and we'll be right back. Okay, so while the camera was off, what I was doing was I was drying the paper, and now what I want to do is I want to take the same color, and I want to make sure I put the reflections. This is where the light is going to be appearing to be reflecting off of the water. And you can put it a few places. I'm gonna put it on all 3 because I'm actually going to consider the water droplet 3 water droplets that's somehow merged together. There we go. So I'm just doing these 3 areas, and your reflections don't have to be like this. I don't know why I like to put 2 reflections on everything, but I do. Alright, now let's take the blue and get some dark and fill it in everywhere at this end, the upper end, like where the shadow would be. Or actually not the shadow, but the light. The water is an interesting thing because the light, bends, and so it doesn't it doesn't behave like a solid object as far as how it captures light. So, okay, so there's one. And we don't want to bring that dark all the way. We just want it dark down to there, because then we're going to pull it down later on with the water. But right now we want it kind of dark at the top by these reflections. And you'll see, if you need to rewind or whatever, go back and forth on the video if it helps. I appreciate all of the requests, by the way. I really was kind of taken aback by how many people wanted to know how I did that. It's kind of like, I felt like Penn and Teller. I felt like I know a trick that I can teach you how to do. It's kind of like a trick. So it is a very cool trick. It's a watercolor trick. It's really any painting. Before I ever did watercolor, I was doing the other mediums. And I used to do this with acrylics. I used to do this with pencil. Absolutely. All right, now I have the 3 areas of dark. I'm just going to take the water and bring it down real gently, because I want to thin it out as we get closer to the edge here. I'm going to do the same thing here and bring it all down. I'm going to try to keep some of it looking white. So just so you know, the white paper still will shine through. You can probably already see it happening. And then the last thing after this is done is to put the shadow. So let's see how this works out first. Maybe I could use a little more blue on there. Let's get it wet. That one looks pretty good. All right, now I have a little too much water on there. Let me sop some of it up a little bit. Just keep it very thin. There we go. Just spread it out. Make it thinner and thinner. The closer you get to this other edge, the more it thins out. Now just a hint of it, keeping it as white as I can. And now I have to let it dry, so I'm going to turn off the camera again and use my dryer, and I'll be back. Okay, now it's funny, if you don't put the shadow, it almost looks like a balloon, doesn't it? But we're going to add the shadow now. So the shadow is at this end of it, and we just want that same dark blue as at the top. And the reason it's blue, at this point anyway, well, the reason any of it's blue is because the surface was blue, the first color we put down. So it's as if it's sitting on the surface that has that color. Okay, I guess that's understood, right? So we're going to put some blue here. And I'm not sure I need it up there. Maybe I need to get rid of that. But we just want to put this shadow here. And then just like you did on the drop where you spread it out with the water, you do the same thing here. Just spread it out. Get that shadow there. I guess this one didn't need to be there, but I'm going to try to make it work anyway. Just get that water there. Yeah, because it's actually three droplets. So, all right, spread it out a little bit more. And as you can tell, it's just about done. And you can do this, by the way, with other shapes. It doesn't have to be Mickey Mouse ears. It can be a regular circle, a regular drop. You can do like a clover with a water droplet. It looks like something, or you can just put the water droplet on to something, like I said, a leaf or a tile. Like if you were having a pool party, let's say, and you wanted an invitation, you might want to put some droplets on the pool, on the edge of a pool, like the tile around the pool. I guess that's it. So put some of that dark around here and we'll let it dry. And we've got our Mickey Mouse, hidden Mickey, our hidden Mickey water droplet. Yes, now I'll be honest with you, I think doing a round one is probably more effective, but it is fun to do a recognizable shape. Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off one more time, but I'll be right back. Okay, so there we have our hidden Mickey water droplet, and thank you for watching and for asking for this. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.